Now the video won't show up in the stream. It's just our audio and the map, right?
Yes.
That's correct. But what we found is that the vast majority of the people just listen to it like a podcast rather than watch the screen. So,
okay.
They said they'll sometimes look at the screen like periodically just to kind of catch up on what's happening visually, but it's mostly an audiobook / podcast for our viewers. So,
interesting. The youths of today, they're missing out.
Yeah, so we felt like the stability was more important. That's also, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, it's also why I was giving more verbal narration of the dungeon as well as you went through.
Got it. Okay, so that's good.
I didn't realize. Yeah,
that's good to know. Then I'll have to play up Raymond's RP a little bit more.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining episode 34 of the Grey Brotherhood actual play campaign. 30 years ago, we were comrades at the West Point Wargames Club. Now we've come together again to play Adventurer Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, ACKS II. If you're just now joining the campaign, be sure to check the description below for a link to the Annals of the Grey Brotherhood. Anytime you need a refresher, you can just check the Annals to review everything that's gone before. We resume the adventures on the morning of 28 Genethalin, 381 Imperial year. The Grey Brotherhoods are planning a return to the fetid pit. All right, gentlemen, it is the morning. And you have safely made your way back to the pit.
Nice. Are we leaving the folks up at the guard at the top?
You want the same disposition again, or
there was some
question there.
Well, I remember last session there were some folks that we left topside because they were injured, but I don't think it was because they were injured that required like a week of recovery or anything like that. It was just that their hit points were really low. Is that right?
Yeah. No, you left some people as guards. Scavenus,
right.
Uthman, one of your war dogs, Harold Herman, or your war dog, and then Harold Herman and Isk the Terrier. And then you brought with you Zelicus and the rest of the party. So I have you're actually in two different groups here. I can show you. You can see that was your stay behind team over there, and then your travel team over there. You can change that if you want, but I assumed you were keeping the same setup.
I think we should.
Before the end of the previous day, I had wanted to get myself and Skandara staffed, because we were a couple hit points down,
and Scavenus too. Okay, so I think there's 3,
and maybe Zelicus as well. Forget if he's still down. Yeah, he's down 1. Although he'll recover overnight just under care, so he doesn't need.
All right, so Scavenus automatically, or Scavenus is at 4. Go ahead, roll for him.
What's the roll for normal healing, or how much normal healing do you get just under the care of a priestess?
It's 1d3 for a day of rest, or 2d3 under the care of a priestess.
Okay. Andravus will heal on his own then, so he doesn't need 1.
All right, so Scavenus is back up. Andravus is back up to full.
Did we already staff
Skandara here?
Aguilar?
So she healed. Okay.
Zelicus has been staffed. Destria has been staffed. Griffin has been cured by cure light injury. Zayadani and Raymond had 1 cure light injury left. So you guys had plenty. You had plenty of healing left over. So you're all going to be back at full. Just don't worry about it.
Okay, well, I'll bump Aguilar back up to max then.
Yeah, no problem at all. You have 3 cure light wounds available before morning and a staff. So it's literally mathematically impossible for him not to get back to full.
Well, I mean, we could leave the same group topside to guard. What are you guys thoughts?
Yeah, I think that works. I don't feel that we were undermanned down below.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll leave Zelicus behind this time. There's just too much lake down there.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard dungeon for dogs.
Yeah, so I'll leave him up at the top. But yeah, if Cassius is fine missing out on the fun.
I mean, remember he's got 18 hit points, and he's got that the Masterwork sword, so he's actually not that. He can definitely.
No, he's a decent fighter. There's no reason to bring him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. I thought you wanted to stay on top because Cassius doesn't like dirt.
It gets in my hair.
Exactly.
I think it's more that we were paranoid.
Could be that.
Yeah.
Why you guys are so paranoid? It's kind of crazy, but whatever.
I wonder why, Alex. I wonder why.
Because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Also true.
We're so close. Why don't we leave the same as we had before and do a quick delve? And if you guys, if we need more, just come right back.
Simzahawk.
Yeah, worst case, we can do that.
Yeah.
Just come back. Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. So 3 ropes on the way down as before.
Yep.
All right.
Higlak will lead the way.
Do we want to resume the old path, or do you want to go down the other branch from the first pool?
Well, before we get too excited, let's quickly have everyone who doesn't have a climbing proficiency make a check. It's basically anything but a 1. If you do a 1, you fall. So I need to have Destria, Tyrenius, Hyapsara, Kelsurius, not Kelsurius, Higlak, Agalor, Griffin, Arya, Raymond, Zayadani.
Just a D20.
D20.
I'll roll for Hyapsara.
Okay.
Mine was in there somewhere. I guess I was clicked on Harold the dog, so that's me with the 19.
Good to know.
I kind of like how different people's dice actually interacted with each other when we rolled at the same time and they bounced off of each other. That was cool. I never noticed that.
Well,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, cool. So no problem. You guys all make it down safely, and it is now. Let's see, we have gently. It is 8:10 a.m.
I can still hear everybody real quick. So
We can hear you as well.
yeah, awesome.
Yes. So did you wish to continue to explore the southward passage, or did you want to switch over to the northeastern passage was the question before you.
I don't, since I
Go
was
back and see what was in that. If anything has changed since we, tried to destroy the altar. See if anyone's done anything to it.
It's kind of a six of one and a half dozen of the other question from me. So I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's head like pretty much same order. And avoid the bubbles like last time.
All right. So Higlak was in the front, right?
Yeah.
Black and Raymond.
So I'll move Higlak and Raymond up, and then you guys, the rest of you, are following. So
Yeah, you just got to keep that hand of the control, Higlak.
That's right. Do you guys want to move at exploration speed or combat speed as you make your way through the areas you've already been in?
We've got plenty of time. Let's use exploration speed.
Just be honest. Yeah. Why can I not find Raymond's miniature here? There he is.
Yeah.
All right, there he is. All right, so you guys are all right. So no problem. After about 10 minutes, your group has made it to where you come to the Y intersection. The bubbles not blocking, but obstructing the path to the southwest, and then to the east, the ground slopes upward into the dry path where you had fought zombies that came out of the walls.
All right, what's the deal with the bubbles?
Say we keep pressing.
You're not
forward.
sure. You haven't investigated the bubbles.
All right, just since I wasn't here last time, do we want to keep moving towards the zombies, or we want to go south?
I'm okay continuing on. We didn't explore anything new. When the time you missed, it was basically battles and battles with Foundry. So, I think we saw a little bit more of that chamber, but that's all you missed as far as visually goes.
All right. So I'm going to suggest that we continue heading east.
All right. Okay. Guys, continue on your way east. The group's strung out along behind yourselves as you move through the dry path. You're making pretty decent time. Nothing has molested you as of yet, which you're grateful. So, continue.
Can we get it? Yeah, and can we get like a torchbearer behind us?
Do you mean you want me to drag multiple characters? Is that what you're asking?
No, I just can't see anything other than the very basics in front of me. So, but yeah, you can just keep dragging, and when we get to something interesting, we'll just bring some light up behind us.
I mean, you have light on. I have light on you.
Okay, then I just must not be able to see very much. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Windy tunnel, probably.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you're clicked on your character.
I am.
It just shows.
I'm not seeing very
Tunnel, I
far
think
either.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, I'm bringing more people forward so that you guys have more of a sense of where everyone is. All right, so it should now be the case that you guys have enough that no matter where you click, you're yeah. All right, good. Okay, so now what? Continue onward?
Keep on keeping on until we come into something that is interesting.
All right. Very exciting. Okay, so 10, 40, 50.
Okay. Yeah, I remember this.
All right, so you guys have reached the room that had been had an island of mud and bone. The bone is gone now as you've destroyed it, although fractured pieces of the skeletons are still floating in the water. And then the altar that stood in the center has been stripped bare of the finery that was once inlaid upon it.
I wonder who did that.
Yep. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Is the oppressive feeling a little less, Alex?
Oh.
Yes, your powers do not feel as diminished as they did, Raymond. Your sense is that it's still a place of death, but the formidable blighted sinkhole of evil that was being spread by the altar is gone.
I suggest we explore the parameters of this room and see if there are any entrances and exits out of it.
Well, we know there's one to the south because we didn't notice that before. That's where the skeletons all came from.
Yep.
And I think we saw what looked like probably one to the north and one to the east, it looked like. But this room does have a lot of nooks and crannies, so we may have been deceived as well.
Okay.
Probably had Higlak with us, suggesting that we wouldn't have been ambushed.
Well, why don't you guys go? I have taken the game off pause, so please feel free to move your troops across the map as you'd like.
We want to walk a circuit, Higlak, and we'll just kind of follow. Say, well, we're following behind you.
Yeah, and I'm going to walk it counterclockwise because that's just the way I roll.
Sounds good.
All right, go ahead.
Tried to move. There we go.
Alsorius has a lantern, and Toothy at this point lights up a torch. Two light sources.
Okay.
All right.
And Higlak,
There's the path we missed.
Yes, there it is.
Found a pathway here. And can I get someone to just, keep an eye on it while we continue to explore around?
I'll send Aguilar over to keep guard on it.
Yeah, and Toothy will stay there with the torch so that Kelsorius is still following with the lantern.
All right, that's just kind of a nook. Appear to have found another passageway here. Yeah, that's definitely a passageway. Let me get somebody else to come in and just keep an eye on this one to make sure that we're not getting bad guys coming.
Raymond, you want to stick on that one?
3 on that one.
There's a passageway right here, Raymond. If I can get you to kind of just keep an eye on, make sure nothing's coming down the pike at us.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay.
Got it. All right, and then looks like some sort of hill there. It's a wall. Okay, those appear to be. We've got 2 entrances or 2 passageways here and here. Based on the whole bubbles thing, I'm going to suggest we go ahead and explore here and just be prepared for anybody marching in from behind.
I agree. That's also where the skeletons came back from. And skeletons don't come back on their own. So somebody sent them back. So there's probably somebody down there.
Okay. Let's do it.
Unless they can send them back remotely, but that seems unlikely. So.
All right. And so let's get in our normal formation.
It also could be that the altar was calling them back because they only came back after we started desecrating the altar.
Oh.
All right. Well, Higlak, so you're going to start heading westward there?
Before you go,
yeah,
I'm kind of concerned about the walls.
Go ahead.
I wonder if there's like a giant mollusk or something underneath the floor where you can't see it. We should toss some bones or something heavy in that area and just make sure nothing like some giant creature comes up and bites it. I mean, maybe a little bit.
So when we run across the bubbles, I'll make a point to do something along those lines. Because the last thing I want is something munching on me.
Willie, we could also have you make a naturalism check, see if.
Oh, that's true.
Anything.
Yeah, when we cite them, I can see if I can figure out what it is. That makes sense.
All right. I'm gonna keep on moving down. And it looks like we got. Go ahead, Alex.
No, please go ahead, Grant.
It looks like we've got a second passage offshooting to the south here.
Right. And the passageway to the west that you're now on, that you're currently facing, you feel a cold breeze.
Is it a cold, creepy breeze or just like a cold, natural breeze? If that makes sense.
It does not necessarily feel to be preternatural, although it would be difficult to tell in a shattered sinkhole of evil such as this.
Is it steady?
But, is it steady?
Steady,
It
yeah.
blows in gusts like natural wind blows. So no, it's
Okay.
not constant and steady.
All right. I'm going to suggest we turn south here. This looks to be a small tunnel, and hopefully that it's not terribly long. And then we'll come back and go west.
Okay.
Fine with that.
So, yeah, so the tunnel here to the south is definitely not particularly wide, perhaps 5 feet. You have to travel single file.
Okay.
And the ceiling is lower than elsewhere as well. It's only about an inch above your head, Grant.
This is all natural cavern, correct?
Yes, as far as you can tell. And you're still wading through water as well.
Okay.
Mind. So, yeah, you are in waist deep water.
Okay. And Alex, at this point where I'm located, it appears that it's branching. Am I judging that correctly?
You are judging that correctly. The twisting passageways have now come to a T intersection, and they branch off left, right, and straight ahead.
It's turning into a lot of intersections.
I'm mapping.
Right. All right. I'm going to go right because it's the right way to go. And the right way.
Pause there for a sec. Pause there. Pause there.
You got it.
And all right. So go ahead, Grant, and make a listen check for me. Because you are in.
You got it.
You want to get a 20 on it.
Well, I don't think I passed that one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a surprise check for the party. It will be a 1 to 2 for the party. Jonathan, you have +2 versus surprise, right? So you're not going to be surprised. And I think Castinus has +1. So on a 3 or higher, nobody's surprised. On a 2 or higher, everybody but Castinus and Jonathan is surprised.
D6?
Yes. Okay, great. You're not sure why, but you have a bad feeling all of a sudden.
All right. I'm going to.
Maybe we should form one heavy up on each.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper back to the rest of the group that something doesn't feel right. Let's pull up in formation, so that we're all in this together and not spread out. Initiative it is.
All right, so Toothy is up at 9.
So Toothy is going to move with the light source over here so that he can see three different directions into the, and then over. You can see back into the large cavern and the one to the left, and then the rest.
Don't really have we don't really have everyone lined up where they were either. I mean, I think Zeodon is way back there and can't get her back. But it's always Raymond. It's always Higlak, then Raymond, and then we had three in the front. Well, I think it was Agalor and
Destria and Zeodana.
And Griffin and Toothy were in the back, I know. Andravus and Skandara would be behind. There's got to be someone with a light, so Kelserius forward. But yeah, so kind of in that sort of an order. They put it very tight. Branch.
Yeah, well, do try and keep your guys in some semblance of your marching order. Otherwise, it's
Well, I thought we were still just moving Higlak. So.
Well, you guys are moving everybody. I thought you and
it was more.
Sean was marching Toothy around and whatnot, so I thought you guys were in a different formation. It's fine.
It's something like this. This is probably there should have been rather heavy up, more heavies forward, but it's probably okay.
Well, it's also single file, so
yeah. There's only so much the heavies can do.
All right. Well, Toothy, what are you doing? You moved, right? So then
yes, he moved up. Yeah.
Skandara is going to delay.
Delay? Okay. Skandara delaying. Raymond.
I'm going to move up adjacent to Higlak.
Okay. So you move up there. What direction are you facing?
I'm facing in the opposite direction from. Wait a minute. There's one straight ahead and then one
That's
to
right.
the rear. Right?
It's a T intersection, so there's three different tunnels, and I've got the one that I'm facing down, squared away. So pick one of the other two.
Yeah, I'll face to the right then. So the one opposite. Yep.
Okay, got it. All right. So now we go to 6, and I have a 6. Are you readying or anything like that before I move on, Newton?
Yes, I'm going to ready to attack any threat that comes from my direction. And Zeodon, wait a minute, hold on. I just want to make sure. Zeodon is normally like faster than me, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss her.
Looks like she didn't. She looks like she didn't make it to the.
Yeah, I think there's a few of us that aren't on the initiative, unfortunately, because we were not in range. Maybe.
Okay, well, we'll get you added in. All right, so Zeodana is up at 7 as well. Then.
Okay, Zeodana will be the one in cover down on the middle one.
She's not going to get there in time. She moves at 1/3 speed, so she's only moving 30 feet right now. 10 feet if she wants to act.
10 feet if she. Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, she'll. I don't want to block the way, right? We've got somebody else closer. Okay, so she'll just move 10 feet in towards that direction, but she won't block the entrance.
Okay, so she's just moving 10 feet and ready. Well, I mean, she can move basically 6 feet and ready.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then we got an Aguilar up at 7.
Well, there's kind of a big cluster in there, right? So I guess he's just going to.
Well,
we could use a spearman.
Yeah, to cover the gap.
Again,
just in case.
He moves at only half speed in the water. So, and he's in plate. So his normal speed of 60 feet on a charge is reduced to 30 feet or 10 feet on a combat move. You have very low mobility in here.
Well, he's still going to come forward. I don't see how I can get up front because I'd have to squeeze past people, right? So,
yeah.
Possibly come up behind Skandara.
Sure, that works. So,
Oh,
Okay,
you're
that'll
way
be
back
his-
there.
Yeah.
That's his full move. Okay, Tyrenius. Actually, I go before you guys on 6, so I've got some 6s. All right, so my first 6 comes bounding out of the tunnel to the southwest and leaps upon Raymond with a scree, revealing itself to be that most dreaded of creatures, the giant rat.
The RUSs, I didn't think they existed.
Now, Newton, you do get a ready to attack against me, so go ahead.
Yep.
If,
All right. And let's see. Mason, let's go. Let's get it.
Yep.
Boom.
So you hit AC 5 for 2. That is enough. So as the rat propels itself onto you, you swing the mighty mace of Aminar and you crush the foul thing's life, and you go back to ready.
All right.
All right. Next up, from this tunnel up here, bounds out another hideous rat. And Destria, do you wish to turn to face?
Yes.
Assume so. Okay.
Yes.
You were not readied or anything, so this rat gets his attack on you. Sadly, it misses. It is not able to bite through your armor. Okay. Kelsurius is up.
These rats are rabid. Normally, they should flee from us.
Chris is going to move down the tunnel to add a little bit more light, but also staying at least 5 feet away from Higlak.
Okay, got it. All right. Griffin.
Also, I'll let Skandara come up hold at this point as well.
Okay.
And she's just going to scooch back a little bit to make room for people if they want to get through. Face to the west and then ready to shoot any more rats that come that direction.
Okay.
Griffin, let's see. I think he'll guard the rear, so he'll move up here and make sure that our rear is safe. He's not facing the right direction. I always have a problem getting these guys to. Oh, there we go. I got it working this time. There we go.
All right. So on 3, another giant rat comes hurtling out of the tunnels to attack Higlak. Higlak, were you readied?
I'm not up in initiative yet, so I'm.
So you're not ready yet. Yep. Okay. All right. So the rat gets a vicious attack hitting AC 5, but that is
And
not enough to damage the well-armored Higlak. Okay. So now we go to Andravus, Higlak, Destria, Hyapsara.
Andravus, oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go first.
Yeah, Destria will try to attack the one that attacked her. Excuse me. And if I recall, her spear broke last session.
It did.
Place it up top.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Replaced it. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So she'll spear it.
All right. Very good.
Ah! Oh!
All right.
Oh.
Destria has no issue extinguishing the life of this creature. She returns to ready. Okay. Higlak?
All right. I'm going to lay waste to this rat in front of me.
Wonderful. Indeed, you do. All right. So you have obliterated the rat. It squelches and dies.
That's a living thing. Do you get hit points for that?
He does. I don't remember, actually. I need to look it up because it's not a sapient living thing, and I don't remember how it works.
Right. And I am full, so I don't think I can go over.
No, you can. You can go over. It's bonus.
Oh.
Nope, you got to be a sentient creature, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you go back onto ready. Hyapsara is up.
It's going to delay.
Okay. All right. Then I have another
Oh, you skipped Andravus.
I thought you said that Andravus was moving to the rear to guard.
No, that was Griffin.
I'm sorry. Well, go ahead, Andravus.
So basically, all I'm going to do with Andravus is I'm going to back up a little bit, but I'm going to stay so I can see down the middle corridor. So if any rat comes down that middle path and attacks Calsurius, I'm going to try to keep him alive.
Yep. Got it. All right. Well, another rat has come out of the darkness to attack Higlak. Higlak, however, is readied from his cleave.
There's the roll, and there's the miss.
All right. Here it is then.
At least it was a 2, not a 1. I'd
Right.
be messed up, man.
Here
Oh,
it is,
dude,
the deadly AC-7.
Misses.
Oh, it can't get through the impenetrable armor of Higlak. Okay, Arya is up at 2.
Oh, that's right. She will ready for any threats coming from the rear. So she's facing behind us, behind the facing of the party.
Got it. Okay, so now comes Mr. Giant Rat, who decides he does not wish to bother with you guys who are facing this other direction, and he is going to run for Calsurius. So, Andravus, go ahead.
Right. Shoot.
All right.
You see 4 for 5?
Yes, just as it is about to leap upon Calsurius, your arrow catches the rodent of unusual size in its belly, and it topples into the water dead. Okay. So there is only one rat left at this point as we go into the next round of combat. And Higlak, you have beat its initiative, so go ahead and roll to see if you kill it.
All right. Die, rat. Come on! This is madness.
You got one better.
All right. And there's literally no one else who can get in there because it's the little corridor.
And we wouldn't know that there's only one rat left, so we probably would have held our positions. So
Yeah. All right, no problem. I will just roll Mr. Rat here.
Oh, no.
It's the Rat Venger.
Oh, man.
All right. Higlak, this is the Achilles of rats you are up against. This is Hector of Rattopia, and he is here with death on his furry lips.
Rat kind will sing songs for in his memory for ages to come.
Right? I mean,
there'll be epics. It's been Golfin versus Morgoth here.
that's what it is. That's right. And 7 times smote, right? And each time the rat was too swift, but finally he tired. All right. So Higlak, go ahead and attack again, man. Let's just settle this like men and mice. Sadly, Raymond is only 4 feet from you, so Raymond gets badly damaged as your possessed hand slams into him.
All right. Do I need to roll for damage?
Yeah, roll damage, yeah.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
No.
Well, if you're gonna hit anybody, it might as well be Raymond because he could actually survive it.
That's why Calsurius stayed back.
Let me roll. I gotta shoot. I can't roll the damage on it because it's
Just roll to hit. Just roll. Just make another attack roll. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, make an attack roll that hits.
I don't have any control over that.
There we go. All right, so Raymond, you take 10 points of damage as Blood Drinker tries to claim your life.
Wait,
Oh,
do I get
man.
since he's sentient? I got to kill him to get the.
You didn't kill him. It's very sad. Yeah. All right. So
yeah, thanks.
Hector of Rattopia attacks again here. So he strikes again, but he is not able to hit you. So go ahead, Higlak.
All right.
All right. Finally, Higlak. So back here, Kelsurius is like, man, I can't imagine how big that rat that's fighting Higlak must be. It's really taking him a long time to finish it off. He shouts, I think Higlak is fighting the queen of all rats or something. And then you guys finally get up there, and it's like 6 inches long.
All right, all right. I'm gonna need a little bit of healing because I lost 10 out of 26.
Yep.
Wow.
I think
So far, damage
sessions,
suffered.
Savage.
Yeah.
I lost more hit points to Higlak than we saved the sessions.
Higlak has dealt more damage to you guys than all of the monsters so far in this dungeon. That is correct.
Yeah, the total monster damage, well, I guess excluding the zombies, since with the beginning of the skeleton fight, the total monster damage to the party is 1 from that rat nibble.
Yeah. This dungeon is just specifically designed to make it really hard to not be 5 feet away from your friends.
All right. I'm gonna. Can I get some non-magical healing here?
All right. So
Well, okay. Yeah, she can use the staff.
All right. So Sarah makes her way up to you. She uses the staff on you. That's D6 plus 1.
All right.
You roll it, and I'll mark it off.
Yep. All right, so 3. So that's not too bad, I guess. So I'm at 19 out of 26. So
You want to try just normal healing, the healing proficiency?
And then she can do can attempt a wound wart.
all right.
Chest. So if you want to roll that, it would be an 18, a 16, and a 15. So you need a 15 plus for her.
Oh, what plus? It's a D20.
Okay, friends. So it looks like Raymond was unfortunately not able to be healed by healing ministrations, but he was able to get healed by the staff. What next?
Raymond,
Now 10
do a D3 with Comfrey. I'll mark it off. That'll be the last one.
Okay. 1,
All right.
3. All right, 2. So that's all right.
3. Do you want to cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself, Raymond? Cure Light Injury?
No. Save that for an emergency situation.
All right. Excellent. Well, what direction do you guys wish to proceed into the dungeon?
I'm going to keep going forward, since it was the right way to go.
I don't know which way forward means to you.
I mean, basically, I turned right at the intersection for my orientation. So, continuing to move this way.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Another freaking
Let's get another heavy up there to guard the passage.
Yeah.
Yes, you advance further into the mucky tunnels, wading through the water. Your head is almost scraping the ceiling, and the tunnel forms a Y intersection.
He gives Sarah a torch also. So now we have 2 torches running and a lantern.
All right, you actually need to mark off a torture for everybody. It's been burned through time.
Be okay. So now she's on.
What do we got?
Two.
We got.
Do you want to?
Willie love the band.
Oh, thank you. Do you want to?
I've been bringing some of them forward. Here.
Yeah, I was wondering. Do you want to put Iglor up closer to the midsection of the excitement, or leave him back as in the rear guard?
Oh, yeah, we can pass him through. We've got a few rear guards back there. I've lost sight of where he's going.
It might be kind of handy to have somebody with a spear in case we run into somebody else.
Right.
Behind the black. There we go.
All right. I'm going to continue this way. So just keep an eye on the passage to the south.
Okay.
We have Ziodana eye that one, maybe break off, or Skandara.
Yeah, Ziodana can. Well, actually, no, that's fine because we got somebody else there now.
Got another passage to the south. Oh wow, this is a maze.
Maybe I'll do Skandara because she can see in the dark, so she can guard that one. Oh my goodness, we're gonna run out of people.
Right, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
I'm finding new reasons why Alex likes this dungeon.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Continue forward.
All right, pause there, please. Put yourselves where you are.
Okay, so let's bring up my spearmen behind me. Right there.
And then torch or light is there. Whoops.
Okay.
And Skandara's guarding that tunnel. So next after that would be it would be Ziodana. Another heavy. And then probably me, or I don't know if Tyrenius wants to get how far up Tyrenius wants to get.
I'm running into a little bit of trouble moving people because I don't have visibility, and if I try to drag across things, I can't. Because the way the game
You don't have visibility.
Well, yeah, it kind of comes and goes right now. Everyone just disappeared. Here we go. So for future reference on some of these, it might be helpful not to make the actual visibility. Well, I guess you had to for the visibility, but the movement is really constrictive, so it's really hard to drag people. I don't know if there's a solution for that.
There's not really a solution for that, no.
It's kind of my thought is where we want to be, unless Tyrenius wants to move forward or something.
Well, like up in here.
And in general, this dungeon is very punishing on large parties. A small group of elite adventurers does much better than a big sprawling group of a large party in this particular dungeon, which is part of why I like it, because it goes counter to the tactics. It goes counter to the tactics that a lot of people tend to deploy.
Well, screw that. We're just going to come back later when we're stronger then. I'm not elite enough yet.
Yeah, that's why you've taken so much damage from my troops. What was it, 1 point? Yeah, it's been a tough battle for you so far.
I'm also a coward, so there's that.
Mister, no! Don't disparage yourself in such way. You just have a pretty sense of your own self-worth.
You should move Arya so that the rear is really Toothy and Griffin, right? So that
you want Arya further in? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and give me this prize check. Andravus, you can roll this time.
I think we're okay.
What did you get?
6.
Oh, wow. Okay. Great. Okay, so you guys are not surprised. You thought you heard maybe some suspicious splashing in the distance. You couldn't really place it. You just have a bad feeling. So why don't we now go into initiative and see what horrific thing happens.
Griffin, I'm going to switch your spot with Toothy.
Okay.
Wow. I had the worst initiative.
Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, hey, Zayadana.
All right, Judy Torreno's up top.
It is going to delay.
Okay, Zayadana is up.
She's in the middle of a bunch of folks, and there's really nowhere for her to move. So she is just going to ready to attack any threats that come within range of her pole arm, her glaive.
Okay, got it. All right, and what direction is she facing?
She's facing forward, so towards Destria.
Towards Destria.
Yep, to the south.
To this.
Do you mean Aguilar? Or do you mean this way?
Yeah, Destria is right here. She's still at the intersection.
All right, so you're facing to the west. Got it. Okay, Scandara?
Is there any light? There's no light by Scandara, is there? I don't think.
Nope.
It's the closest is highest Sparrow.
Okay, she will step just a step forward.
She can step forward and hide.
Okay,
Yeah, she's gonna step forward and hide, and then ready to attack anything which comes her way.
All right, make a blind check, please. For your hot. Okay. All right. So now I have somebody who is up at 6 and splashing out of the water and emerging horrifically. Comes a horrific creature. It looks to have once been a man, but it's long dead and rotted, long claws extending from its fingers, its eyes lit by an unholy red light, but it moves with a speed that's far too swift to be a zombie. Zayadana was readied, so she can go ahead and attack.
Where did it come from?
It came from the south.
There's a tunnel down there?
Yes, there's another tunnel.
Oh, I missed that one. Okay.
Yep. The way your light was, you weren't able to see it.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's go, Zayadana. Oh, wait a minute.
You need to
that was it. Yeah. I did.
I didn't see anything. I see Scandara the red rolling 1d20 and getting an 11.
Zayadana rolled an 18 and 7 damage, but I'll try again.
No, I believe you. It's fine. 18 and 7. All right.
Yeah.
So that is sadly not enough. You have hit it. Your glaive slices right into the thing, cuts through unnecessary organs, pulls out in a spray of muddy gore, but the thing is unrelenting in its attack on Andravus. So Andravus, first claw striking at you. Second claw striking at you. And bite. Okay, Andravus fends it off fiercely.
Nice.
It now goes to Andravus and Hyapsara.
Well, Andravus is going to drop his bow and stick it with his spear.
Okay.
Didn't declare fighting withdrawal, and I don't have a shield. So.
All right.
Why did that give me? Oh, I guess it's two-handed. AC 4 for 6 points.
All right. So Andravus, you drop your bow, swing your spear off your back, and stab it in the face. It drops into the water, destroyed. You go back. You are now readied.
And I'll say, nice save, Zeodana.
Okay. Let's see. Hi, Upsara, are you doing anything? No? Okay. Agalor?
Well, Agalor is going to ready to attack anything else that comes through. I don't see where he is, but I think he's up in there somewhere. Yeah, he's right there. Okay.
Agalor is right here, so he's behind Higlak.
Yep.
So he's gonna be near Higlak and basically ready to attack anything. Okay. All right, and Kelsurius?
Will delay.
All right, Kelsurius is delaying. I have some villains attacking at 4 now. So the first of which is this one, who comes rushing around the corner at Higlak, attacking him with paralyzing claws and bites. All right. Tragically, despite the onslaught, the monstrosity is not able to cause any harm to the well-armored Higlak. Another one of these lightning.
Wouldn't Aguilar get in a hit now?
Yes, Aguilar, go ahead, take your ready. Yes. Do we lose Willie?
No, I'm here.
Aren't you Aguilar?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said something else. I thought you were talking about I was talking to Grant. Yep, I'm here. All right, he's gonna spear.
Yep.
Good hit.
My PC is out of disk space completely. I don't know what's going on. I just deleted stuff and it filled up again. So something is running amok. So I might get booted.
Oof. All right, so you're using a spear and did 3 points. Okay. All right, the undead is still in the fight. Another undead comes lurching out of the darkness to attack Andravus. Andravus is readied with his spear.
Oh, that's not a good roll. AC1?
AC1 is enough because I charged, actually. And so you get to do double damage because you're readied with a spear against a charge. So you get an extra D6 damage. D8 because you're using it two-handed.
Oh!
Wow. Okay. So Andravus reveals his ancestor to be Vlad the Impaler as this thing leaps out of the water at him, springing up, and he just catches it and it slides all the way down the shaft, and it's still trying to get to him before the unlife departs from it. Okay. And
that's interesting because I didn't see Andravus's roll, so something's up.
Oh, you might need maybe try refreshing. I had that one
I'll do
problem
that.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I've been having that problem too, so I'm just taking your guys' word for granted, for honest. Okay, so Skandara, one of the hideous creatures has just emerged into your line of sight.
How does no, she's successfully hidden. Can she backstab from the front if they don't know that she's there?
She's not hidden. She's not successfully hidden, so the creature sees her and is rushing right at her.
Okay. Well, I guess she'll attack then, while cursing under her breath.
Mm-hmm.
And she had her because she was expecting melee. It would be short sword and silver dagger is what she's got.
Got it. Okay.
I did not add a bonus to hit for a charge. No, because so he hits AC1, so +2 for I guess a charge. Is that right?
So this one was not charging; it was just moving.
Oh, okay. Then she'll miss.
Yeah. So she missed. Okay.
Okay.
It is not able to attack. It used up its full movement. So, all right, we go to 3s, and I have another 3. And okay, and Andravus from the darkness, another one descends upon you. Now you have another cleave still with your spear.
It's getting intense. All right.
Wow. All right, Andravus, add that D8 for the count for the set to charge as the ghoul leaps into the air at you. What? All right, another one of these ghouls meets its doom on Andravus' spear. You should probably give that spear a name or give yourself a title or something. That was pretty epic. Okay, it now goes to Raymond at 3.
All right. So I guess I'm holding up that western flank. Then is what it looks like.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
I will ready. Yeah, I'll just maintain discipline and ready any to prep against any attacks from that come from that direction.
Okay, got it. Okay. And then we go to Arya and Destria.
Destria will ready to attack any threats that come from the south there, and Arya will move towards. Whoa! I don't want to do that. We'll move towards the party here. Move forward a little bit more, and then that is all. She doesn't see any threats from there. She'll just at that point, I guess she'll just ready to shoot any threats that pop up. That's it.
Perfect. All right, then it is over to Mr. Higlak and Mr. Tyrenius.
All right. I will go ahead and attack the ghoul in front of me.
All right.
Maintain.
Natural 1 coming up. All right, so he hit AC 0. That is not enough. So your blade does not bite into the undead flesh. It nimbly dances aside, cackling wildly and flashing its fangs at you. Tyrenius
It has no blood to drink.
Did you really roll a 5?
Yeah.
It's not. Listen, Andravus took the luck from Higlak tonight. Is clearly what happened.
Apparently.
Well, your luck is with your armor, so you.
So I don't think I
All
can
right,
see
Tyrenius-
anything right from where I am. Around the
Not from where you are now.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna ready myself with my my 2-headed staff in case something comes at me from another direction. I don't have anything else I could do.
Okay, great. So then we go to the next round. Do we have any spell casting?
Riding withdrawal for Scandara.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me think about this. Spellcasting. Yeah, I'll cast a spell.
Okay. All right. So we have 1 fighting withdrawal and 1 spell. Initiative is getting rolled. Okay.
cast a spell.
Telfurius and Andravus are starting off.
No, I won't.
Serious delay.
Okay.
And
Andravus.
can Andravus get past Tyrenius?
No.
For him to scooch.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. He will.
I could potentially retreat on my turn.
I think he'll turn towards Tyrenius. It's not turning on me again. For some reason. He's going to face Tyrenius' direction with the spear. So that way, if Tyrenius gets attacked by anything, he can help fend off and ready. I think that's the best I can do.
Yep. Okay. So next up is this ghoul here, which is attacking Higlak. It opens up some claw attacks and then launches a bite. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Higlak, you take 5 points of damage and need to make 2 saving throws, please.
All right.
Oh, dude.
1 second. Let me update my. All right.
What kind of
Saving throw versus paralysis, please.
2 of them you said.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Speed and
Yeah.
wow. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. -1.
Yeah.
Because your
All right.
wisdom. It's your. I think
So. In the thing's frenzy, it slams into you and bruises your body, shoves you into the wall, but it doesn't penetrate the skin and infect you with its foul ghoul fever. Okay. Next up is this ghoul, which charges into Jonathan, who has just changed to face a different direction.
No.
I can turn to face him though, because I'm not engaged. Correct?
You can turn to face because you are not engaged. Yes, I believe that is correct. Let's see. Let's see. I just want to check. All right. Sometimes the opponent might engage an opponent that's not facing. If the opponent is not already engaged, the opponent can make a free facing change, turning to face the combatant that just engaged it before any attack takes place. This permits the opponent to engage the combatant, avoid being vulnerable, and possibly take a ready action. So yes, indeed, Mr. Jonathan.
Right. And I was readied, so I will attack.
Okay.
EC 4.
That is a hit,
4,
and
4.
do an extra D8 damage as I charged you.
Nice.
Yeah. Your spear is covered with the gore and drippings of dead ghouls.
I shall call you something cool, but I need to come up with a name.
Okay, Augalore, you're now.
Ghoul Slayer. I shall call you Ghoul Slayer. That's probably good.
Okay, Uglor is going to stab again.
Stabby. Stabby. Don't be crabby.
Not a very high roll.
That is a hit for 3 points. All right. The ghoul lurches backward and hisses, but it remains in the fight. Scandara and Terenius are up. So Scandara had declared fighting withdrawal, so she falls back if she wants.
Yeah, she's going to fall back that direction. But if Trinius wants to go, yeah, basically that, yeah, exactly. And then face back the way she came.
So which way is Scandara?
And ready to attack that ghoul if it follows her.
So Scandara is currently way on the other side of the action, right?
Scandara.
Oh, I'm right next to you.
She's right next to you.
Next to you.
But you moved at the same time, so if you want to run the other direction or something, which I wouldn't recommend, you can.
What did you want to do? What did you want to do, Willie?
Well, I don't understand. Where's the ghoul? It's down to the south?
The ghoul is here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, you can't see it, but it's down here.
Okay.
You can hear her screaming, though, because she's not happy.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that direction then. So,
okay.
All right, I'm just going to delay until something else happens. Yeah.
Got it. All right, then Scandara falls back to there. And Raymond is up, who was casting.
Yeah. And my Holy Circle Sustained goes off.
Ah, the 2nd level Holy Circle Sustained. Excellent. Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
So nobody attack from within the circle.
All right, Mr. Toothy Turino, he's in the back on delaying or readying, I assume. Arya.
Going to stick the lighted torch into the wall and draw another torch and light it so that there's a light source right there next to Griffin, and he's going to prepare to move next turn.
There's really not a lot of good places to stick it. I guess you could kind of wedge it in the mud. Is that what you want to do? Castinus?
Yes, that's what he'll try to do.
Okay, so you've kind of got the torch packed on the side of the wall with mud. It will probably go out within a couple of rounds if it's not picked up, because it's sort of up against the wall and have this mud dripping on it. But for now, it works. Okay, Arya is up, and so she knows there is a slavering ghoul just around the corner.
All right, so she is going to move slightly forward then, enough to see it, and then fire.
Okay, so she comes around and fires. Go ahead.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Oh,
Random.
dude.
All right. Her arrow misses badly. We now go to threes, and I have a 3, and it is this ghoul. And this ghoul is going to attack Arya.
No!
And it's going to charge, in fact.
Oof.
Hit.
Mm.
Oh! Fantastic. So Arya takes 1, 4, 6 points of damage and needs to make 3 saving throws versus paralysis. So 11. Your roll, you need 11 or higher.
All right. That was a lot of damage. All right. 3 rolls, paralysis, 11 or higher. So roll 1. Roll
Hit it.
2. Roll 3. Oh!
All right. So you guys watch in horror as Arya gets bitten on the neck and she begins to violently spasm and fall into the water. Okay. Next up is High Apsara.
Get out of there.
She'll delay.
Okay, Higlak.
Big Black will attack.
All right, Higlak finally, in his frustration at the damage being wrought to his friends, goes all out and cleaves the head off of the ghoul. It drops dead.
Nice.
Okay, Destria.
Destria probably saw Arya go down, so she's going to. Whoa! Why does it? Hold on. She's gonna come, and she can only move 10 feet.
Because she's in plate, yeah.
So
That's all right though, because she gets. But yeah, she. Well, she can't move through High Apsara anyway. The password is too narrow. So
then High Apsara will come delay and switch places with her.
All right, so High Apsara goes to here, and then she moves in.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Destria has a spear, so that
you
she
can go ahead
be
and
able
attack.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and inventory, spear. Let's go. Got to protect Arya. Oh,
Nice hit.
Nice.
Hit. Okay, the ghoul is badly wounded by that attack. Not quite slain, but its entrails are dripping out of its ruined carcass.
All right, Ternice is going to lob a silver dart at it from the other direction.
It is in melee, and you do not have precise shooting.
Ah.
Skandara, however, was ready. Does she have precise shooting?
She has daggers drawn.
She has daggers drawn. So there is a rule, Jonathan. It's rarely used, but when you take a ready to action, if absolutely necessary to engage the enemy, you can move 5 feet forward. You could do that.
If she's allowed that, she's allowed that. She would love to, because that also gives her a backstab.
Let's see. Yes, it does.
My thought was, whichever way the ghoul goes, there's going to be a thief on the other side to backstab him.
Yep.
Skandara was very happy it went the other direction, but as he is self-serving. Oh, I didn't add any bonuses, so AC -2 plus whatever bonuses for backstab.
So +4 for backstab makes it AC 2.
AC 2.
And it is AC 3, so you have missed, sadly. That last minute,
oh well.
It twirls and evades your attack. Okay, it was a noble effort. Any spell casting?
Yeah, casting.
Let me think about this. Yes, casting. With Zeodana.
Okay. All right, so Toothy's up at 8, then High Apsara at 6.
Yeah.
All right, Toothy and High Apsara are delaying. Goes to Arya.
Hi.
Goes to Arya.
Well, Arya is spasming, you said, so.
Okay, Arya spasming, goes to Higlak.
Higlak is he can't get to anybody, so he's going to push forward just a little bit to see if there's anything else down this hallway and hold right there.
And keep in mind, Higlak, you actually don't have a torch, so you're not really able to see any further than you can see.
Okay.
This might be a good time to enchant that something with that light. And give it to Higlak.
All right. Andravus, you're up.
I think I'm going to delay until Tyrenius' turn, so maybe we can swap places.
Okay, Zeodana.
Oh, I'm casting. So I can't.
Oh, you're casting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, if I can't get by him, so I will just continue to guard that southern flank in case another one comes out.
Very good, very good. Zeodana?
Zeodana casts Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So she can attack with the Spiritual Weapon a target within 45 feet. It deals 1d6 plus 1 per 3 caster levels. So I guess that's +1. Uses her normal attack throw.
All right, let's make her attack.
Okay.
It's a d20.
So normal attack throw. So what's that? What's the closest one? Nothing.
All right.
Well,
so
I don't know.
No, a 6 is not enough. Her base attack throw is 9. So
yeah. So she was attacking the one that was attacking Arya, but she missed.
Yeah.
So
all right. So a spiritual blade enchanted by the power of Yana appears, zooms through the air and slices at the ghoul, but it ducks under the attack. Okay, Agalor? Raymond? Skandara?
Sorry.
Skandara will attack again.
All right, backstab from Skandara.
and then
It is +4,
Raymond,
is that what it is to hit?
Mm-hmm.
So Raymond tells hey.
I think I got it.
Nice. Yes, Skandara comes in from behind and her blade slices through its neck. The ghoul's head and body drop into the water. Okay, so Arya is spamming.
Hey, Apsara can get to Arya now.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, the fight's over, so we can come out of initiative.
Okay. So everybody, my holy circle will last for 12 turns. So I guess that's 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So basically I can hold an entire flank against any undead.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're not within the circle, you can shoot at the target on the far side or cast a spell on the far side. Don't attack any enchanted creatures when you're in the holy circle, because that'll break the enchantment. So basically, I can hold a whole flank. Undead can't get through, but you can shoot through the circle or cast spells through the circle as long as you're not in the circle when you're doing that.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so hi, Apsara. You've come to the spasming body of Arya. What do you want to do?
You're I think you're better versed in this than I am, Sean.
Believe that casting Cure Light Wounds will just heal the paralysis. Reckon that?
Now, I think she's afflicted with a disease, is what it sounds like. Like, because it sounded like it's some sort of ghoul fever.
It's the first time you guys have ever encountered such creatures, so I leave it to you to decide what you'd like to do. Clock is ticking on your spell.
She'll use one of her slots and cast Cure Light Wounds on Arya.
Okay, so your Cure Light Wound spell cast on Arya seems to calm the spasms and restore her to mobility. She is able to stand back up, although she was badly hurt by the ghoul, but she is no longer paralyzed.
Okay,
now
so
she will receive the staff.
So formal. Receive the staff.
Preparing to receive the staff.
So many double entendres. I just
So she's now at 8 out of 11 hit points. Anything else you want to do?
We'll do a comfrey on her.
Okay.
And that's D3?
D3.
All right.
So she's now at 10 out of 11.
Not bad. All right.
Okay. Arya expresses her gratitude to High Apsara. Thank you. I'm glad you knew what to do. What would you guys like to do now? It is 10:50 in the morning. You have about 2 hours of Holy Circle. Your torches, you have another 10 minutes on before it'll be time for more torches.
I suggest
Holy Circle stays put, doesn't it? Or does it move with Raymond?
It moves with me.
That's
moves.
the advantage of the higher level version. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have to concentrate or anything. Yeah, it's just up.
Yep.
One thing I suggest we do is take a trinket or something and give it to Higlak with that light force spell. So Higlak doesn't have to worry about juggling torches, and he can always see while he's in the front.
Well, Raymond, what you have illumination as a third level option. You just cast it on Higlak's shield, couldn't you?
Well, unfortunately, I only have one third level slot, and I used it for Holy Circle.
Okay, I got you.
We have that scroll with us, though. So if we have something we want to cast that on, then
Oh, it's perpetual illumination now,
yeah.
and I can have one illuminated item per level that I am. Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to cast it on my shield.
It's generally a bad idea to cast it on something like a shield because you can't hide a shield, and so it's constantly going to glow like daylight. So most people prefer to cast it on something that you can, put into an opaque bag when you need to.
I mean, we could cast it on my belt buckle. I can always cover it with the cloak if I need to.
Well, covering it,
I'm
just
hilarious,
covering it,
but it
with,
works.
covering it with a cloak won't work so much as it needs to be something that's actually light proof, like the scabbard of a sword or something like that.
Okay,
If you're gonna
I
try-
got
if
you.
you're gonna
Why don't
try and
we
ma- if you're going to try and match
right.
the light?
Do we have?
Bangalore and Kelsurius, as long as they're 5 feet behind Higlak, they just keep following him. And then we'll light another torch for other members of the
Yeah. And then we can look at doing something more permanent, like an amulet or something like that can be more easily concealed.
Well, the perpetual illumination is fine for keeping something lit long term. It's just it's like Alex said, we just have to pick something that we don't mind being lit up all the time.
Something small like a precious gem or
Yeah, so
something.
I think an amulet is like ideal. So we get something around a necklace of some sort and cast it on the necklace.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but I don't think any of us have necklaces right now. We're not blinged out.
Right. Well said.
Okay.
I was just looking through inventory to see if I had anything like that, and I don't have anything on any of the inventories.
Okay, so but for the time being, if we're worried about it, I'll put and by I think I mean Zayadana. Zayadana is going to put illumination on, and I guess Higlak's always at the front. So put it on your sword, Higlak, and it's going to last for 6 turns plus 3 turns, so 9 turns.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, got
You
it.
get to choose what color light.
It would be
Say
based on her. It would be based on her spell signature, so she would define sort of what color the light she makes is, and it would always be that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What is the color of Iana? I mean, does she have a color?
It's gold and red, the colors your character is in.
Ah, okay. Gold and red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'll be golden light then.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Well, what do you guys want to do now? You are spread out across these narrow, twisting passages. You have many routes of access. What would you like to do?
Well, we're being attacked down a bunch of different routes, so I suspect that they all connect somewhere. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to suggest we push forward following this path. That way we're not trying to backtrack through the tunnel. And I have a feeling it's going to circle back around.
And Griffin
Okay.
will pick up that torch that Toothy left behind. So he'll put his.
Okay.
He'll actually probably put his. He'll sheath his weapon, so he'll have a shield and torch in the rear.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Well, Higlak, why don't you start marching where you'd like to march?
Oh my God! Another fucking intersection.
Yes, you've come to another 3-way intersection.
Why don't you hold there, and we can send Skandara down this path, because I suspect this will connect.
Right, I agree.
And Skandara will scooch. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And it branches also, but there you are.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. All right. So everybody pass me. I will be the absolute rear, holding that rear flank entirely by myself for the time being.
Okay.
And then the next nearest character just be a ranged person 15 feet away from me. So
You don't have anything lit though, do you? So the
Say
Griffin
again?
can stand near you. Griffin has a torch. He can stand near you so you can see.
Okay, that's fine. Just a little, yeah,
And
that'll be
then-
fine.
And then Arya. That.
Yep. Okay, sounds good.
So let's.
All right. So basically, then we've got 2 options. We can Continue west this way.
That's east, you mean?
You're right, east, or we can continue south. And we were attacked from the south, so I'm kind of leaning towards heading south. But
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So as you head to the south, to your left, you hear a disturbing sound. It takes you a moment to place it as you motion the group for silence as you all are splashing through this waist-deep water. And it's the moaning sounds. And it sends a chill through you because the moaning sounds like damned souls wailing in agony.
All right, I'm going to hold position and let everybody catch up and be in position to prepare to repel attack. And I'm going to make sure everybody notices this tunnel here. And I guess I've got both of these tunnels here.
So actually, Agor can guard this one if Zeodana wants to get behind you. She's got that blade which just destroys.
Yep.
Okay.
I think she's gone.
Andravus actually would have walked the other direction. You couldn't see that way, but we got it where he needed to be.
As you guys approach behind you, you also begin to hear the wail.
Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
Southeast.
Okay, so this way. All right, y'all let me know when everybody's formed up properly.
Trying to get everybody moved here.
My
Yeah, no
dog
worries.
is giving me funny looks because of the moans. He's like, "Are you all right?"
How is that sweet puppy doing?
He's good. He's good. He's getting big. He's up to 54 pounds. Titan.
Yeah.
It's almost Mythicus.
I like the pictures you posted on Discord of the different kinds of dogs. Those are cool.
Oh, did you look at the Patreon article I posted today? It was fantastic. 36 different dog breeds for you guys to choose from now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of dogs.
What were you get any quick responses? I know you got an audience that like responds really fast when you post something like that.
I didn't get any response whatsoever.
Oh no!
I was a little disappointed. I thought people would be into it more, but nobody said anything. Oh.
Maybe it
That's
was
probably where we want to be.
Maybe you need to appeal to the cat lovers in the group.
I was about to say.
Raymond, what do you think about coming down to this entrance where Toothy is? And maybe you can, if something happens, maybe you can push down. Yeah.
Well, in that case, let's get Destria on the other
I
side.
don't know.
Oh my goodness, I keep hitting walls. It's so miserable.
All right.
In this case, I don't know. Well, does Toothy have a torch? Is that right?
Yes, he's got a torch.
Okay. So Griffin can take the rear guard. And where did Toothy go?
He's right next to
We just need to make sure that Raymond can see down that way too. Something like that. Oh, as Raymond's in darkness.
You can get Griffin closer to Raymond so that he can use the.
Oh, I thought Toothy had. Oh, okay. All right.
But then Toothy will move up here so that guys can still keep shadowing Higlak.
Okay. The dog is coming to check up on me now. He's very concerned about what's happening. It's a puppy. It's okay. They're just approaching the wall of the dam. It's okay.
All right.
We're ready.
You ready? All right. I'm going to go ahead and start pushing towards the southeast, and I'm going to want somebody to cover this intersection here as we move through.
All right, if that's the case, wait for Raymond to cover that intersection.
I thought Raymond was in the rear.
Raymond is in the rear.
He is, but we can move him. He's not that far in the rear. He can move up and take
Passage of
that.
lines.
Yeah, because I suspect that intersection is going to become the new rear, is what it sounds like.
Maybe. Okay, so
Want to take
are
Coast
you
there
gonna
first
are you
before?
guys are you going to move at exploration speed as you conduct your passage of lines, or are you hastily rushing over there and splashing around, Raymond?
I think time is probably of the essence. Right.
Okay. So Raymond,
What speed have we been moving?
you've been
It's
moving
exploration.
exploration speed, but it'll take you 10 minutes to move at exploration speed to get to him. So I mean you're
I
waiting,
got to
you're wading through through waist high water in tunnels that are barely tall enough for you to stand up in, that are about 5 to 4 feet wide, while laden with 40 to 60 pounds of equipment each. So passage of lines is not trivial in such circumstances. It's also pitch dark, except where people have huge burning flames that you have to pass near. So why I'm asking, if you just want to shove through everybody, you're going to do it, but you're going to make a big loud noise. It's going to be like combat level noise. If you just want to continue to move the party forward at exploration speed, you guys can do that. But you can't just arbitrarily change formation very easily.
No, fair enough. All right, let's just continue with the goal being that when I'm at the rear, I'll take position there at that intersection and hold it.
Okay, so then who is going to go to that intersection?
Zayadana will hold it for now.
Okay.
And then when Raymond gets to her, they'll switch.
All right, well, please continue your movement, Higlak.
Go.
All right, so Higlak, as you approach to the southeast, the moaning gets louder in intensity. It's truly disturbing and bone-chilling. It's sounds of great suffering and agony that seem to resonate through the walls.
Okay. And we got another tunnel here. Just pointing out to everybody.
Yep, there's a tunnel extending off to the northeast and to the south as well.
And I'm continuing south.
All right.
We're running out of heavies, big guard flank
Right.
there.
As you head south,
Hold on. Alex, what were you saying?
so as you head south, the moaning starts to be quieter for you.
Oh. I hold the formation since the noise is getting quieter. I'm going to backtrack back.
It starts getting louder again. All right. At that place, it has reached a peak of intensity, seems to resonate from the walls and the earth itself, the sound of thousands of damned souls wailing in horror and pain.
Okay.
It's truly awful.
I will whisper back to the rest of the group. Let's consolidate our lines and, pull rear guards back up to consolidate our formation.
Okay. So the whispered command passes back through the group.
I think what we want to do is have Zayadana Well, actually, no, Zed. What we'll do is Skandara and Andravus will back up a little bit to clear the path for Zeodana. Get through and get behind Higlak.
Okay.
That way we're not doing passage of lines. Skandara can watch that flank for now. It's probably okay until Destria gets up there. Destria can take her spot.
Yep.
I don't know where you want to be in the order of Tyrannus, but I think you're right there.
Yeah, I guess I'd prefer not to be right next to an opening into another passage, but I don't have a lot of options.
No.
We'll get you past it as quickly as possible.
And
I think
this is why Alex likes to punish large parties in this bit.
The joke's on him because it's really a punishment for the GM.
No, it's fine. It's just
punishment for trying to.
Sometimes some groups of gamers think that taking really large parties is the solution to every dungeon, and it's good sometimes to create some environments where the large size of the group works against you. I mean, there's a reason in the Vietnam War they didn't send 400 guys into the tunnels, right? You sent like a squad of tunnel rats. So whereas I have seen groups try to show up in dungeons with 100 guys.
Oh. I don't think our group's too large. I mean, it's large, but
no, your group is not particularly large by ACKS standards at all.
All right. Is our party consolidated?
Yeah,
I think so.
The last time I ran this dungeon, the group was so large that there were entire sections where having battles that the other part didn't even know about because they weren't even in earshot.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're consolidated now. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to continue moving.
All right, Higlak, the noise begins to dim for you.
What? So this is the source of it?
Yeah, I mean, Kelsurius looks quite uncomfortable, as if he's trapped in an amphitheater at the loudest point acoustically.
Toothy is Toothy is he's an assassin. Does Toothy have the same search abilities as a thief, or no?
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Okay. Well, Skandara is pretty close, so I'll scooch up behind Toothy. Hey, Toothy, go take a step forward. Let's take a step forward. Let's get Skandara up there to search for secret doors.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking.
Or hear noise to see if she can pick up the direction that's coming from.
It's true.
I've told you the direction it's coming from. It's coming from the walls and floor.
Oh, literally this spot.
Are those real walls?
Sometimes, yeah.
Token prod at it or something?
But there's nothing visible? There's nothing visibly different?
Muddy wall and waist-high water.
Oh, secret door then.
Yeah.
Somebody want to dig at it?
I got Skandara up there so she can look for a secret door.
Okay.
Maybe try to get Kelsurius. Well, actually, I'm not sure where Kelsurius wants to go. It's a mess here.
Kelsurius is a thief. He can search.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah, he just dresses like
he and Skandara can both search.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll both search.
All right. Go ahead and give me blind searching checks for both of them, please. And I'll mark off 2 minutes of search. Okay.
Do it.
There's Skandara. I had her selected too, so hopefully it shows as her rolling. Tell who's doing which.
No problem. All right. So the group comes to a halt, and so you spend an awful 10 minutes searching through the muck and the water and the walls, all while being buffeted by the horrific groans of the damned. Imagine being in front of the speakers at a dubstep concert or some other musical style that you intensely dislike while attempting to read 8-point font And that's kind of the experience that you've just had to endure, at the end of which you have found nothing.
I'm imagining one of those atonal modern pop kind of songs, which just, there's no tune to them.
Whatever
That's what I'm
sounds
hearing.
like the damn souls to you, that's what you're hearing. Yes, yes.
Should we maybe get a heavy up there and just kind of poke at the wall?
Well, I mean, we'd have to keep moving a little bit, but Destria could try to detect evil to see if some places are more evil than others.
Sure.
She could cast and see if there's any undead within 45 feet.
Split both ways like this. We can get her up there pretty quickly, I think.
Destria, what? That's interesting.
Destria doesn't have spells. You're thinking of Zeodari. Destria is a paladin.
Oh, Zeodana. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Zeodana's already up.
Destria can detect evil at will.
She can detect evil. That's correct. She can concentrate to detect evil.
So
who are we bringing up?
Destria. So that's what Destria is going to do. She's going to concentrate on the area just to see if there's a spot that just seems more evil than sensing evil, to see if just there's a more evil spot.
Okay, so yes,
Not a corridor jockey.
The area here grows vividly red with evil.
Is there a spot on the wall or something that just seems like, is the left side of the left wall or the right wall more red?
Just like that.
Is it the walls or the ceiling or the floor or all of it?
I mean, it's just a radius that's glowing there.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be something like, since there's layers of mud, it could be something like there could be some scrawling written underneath the mud or something like that. Or would a search for traps have revealed that? A search for doors, would that have revealed that if there was?
A successful search would have. No, it's possible there is something there and you just didn't find it. It's possible there's nothing there and you're just burning the clock on your spells. You're not sure.
I mean, since it's mud, we can just try scraping off the walls a little bit. See if they've seen anything underneath.
I think that's a great idea.
Move into there and see if if his circle blocks it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so good.
So we get Ogler to scooch that way. Absar to scooch that way. There. I think you can fit through now. Oops, nope, not quite. Scooch up there. Raven comes through.
All right.
Straight up back away. There.
Maybe the door is underwater.
Okay, so when Raymond steps up and his holy circle extends to fill the area, the darkness of the glowing bright red that the paladin is perceiving, she says it's diminishing, and the sound of the moaning's damned souls diminishes as well, as if they're driven back some distance, perhaps, or perhaps the effect is just muffled by the holy power.
Oh man, there could be some solution to this.
Hey Raymond, why don't you just take the mace and bash the wall? Take your mace and bash the wall, Raven, because you're holding it at bay,
and that'll break his spell if he's actually holding something at bay. Yeah, great idea.
But even if it's But it's not an attack, though, right? I mean,
Bashing something with your mace sounds like an attack to me.
well, it's,
Caressing it with his mace. Just gently.
Yes,
Strike it
gently
gently.
caress it. Gently caress it with his mace.
I guess that means that people who build houses attack every turn. They hammer it a nail.
But I mean, Jonathan, you were suggesting that because his holy circle is having an effect, he should hammer with his mace. So I'm saying, if the holy circle is having an effect that's affecting something that could be attacked by a mace, then it would count as being attacked. That's all. I just don't want you guys to shout at me and be like, "That was so unfair, Alex." I'm telling you, that's how I'm interpreting it.
Okay, so
Maybe somebody else.
Yeah,
Maybe Raymond back away at somebody else.
So I mean, one thing is that we could continue in the direction that we were just traveling, and then I just stay back here to hold this area until we clear the rest of the that direction at Higlac.
That's a good idea.
Here's a question also. We can. It seems like we can usually tell where a sinkhole of evil is. Is this a sinkhole of evil where we're standing at right now?
Well, the whole time it was sinkhole of evil.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's like the altar. We could tell the altar was a particular source for a sinkhole of evil. Can we tell if this is a sinkhole source or not?
You certainly cannot. Does anyone have black lore of Zahar or knowledge occult or anything that might be useful in that regard?
Tyrenius does.
Well, I don't know if I actually have black arms of Zahar.
Zahak does for sure.
Zahak gives you a proficiency. I don't remember what proficiency you took from him.
I think it was black lore, wasn't it?
I guess it could be, but I don't have it written down anywhere, which is why I've been confused over that the last couple of times we played. Because I mentioned it and I don't see it on my sheet anymore. I thought I would have
can
written
probably
it
go
down.
find it.
I don't even see what you have as your class proficiency listed. So you should have a first level class proficiency. I see you have alchemy, healing, naturalism, collegiate wizardry. Your class proficiency was elementalism air, of course. It's just not on your sheet. Yes.
See, Zahak was chapter 5, so I can go back to my 5th session notes and maybe I have that written.
All right, so
Maybe I don't know which one's I don't know. Maybe I can't. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
note.
I thought I might be able to find it, but I can't.
I'm looking at my notes and I don't have it in my notes either. I have the description of black lore of Zahar. I don't know that I have it written down that I actually took it. So that's kind of frustrating.
I'm pretty sure that's what you got.
Yeah, I guess.
So I remember a meeting, a conversation near the beginning of a session where that was talked about. And I think that was what you picked.
Well, I can try. I can try with theology because it says identify religious symbols, spells, signatures, trappings, holy days of his own faith, and can recognize those of other faiths with a proficiency throw.
All right, theology tells you nothing. Not a theological issue.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Actually, have it in. It's actually in the Annals. Along with witty banter, he is equipped with the knowledge on black lore of Zahar that he happily imparts to his master. Of course, in no way motivated by the desire to corrupt.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So then there you have it. You have black lore of Zahar. If you would like to go into the thing and investigate.
Okay. Let's do that.
He's like, no, actually, it's not really a big deal to me. We can just move on.
I wasn't really that interested. Somebody just stick it with a spear. All right.
All right, so you're going to you're gonna go into the area and kind of investigate it using your knowledge of the occult.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Tyrenius, what you realize is that the boundary between the celestial sphere and the outer darkness is thin here. And so you're hearing through the boundary as if through a curtain or thin gossamer, the sounds of those souls who have been condemned to dwell as shadows in the outer darkness.
Oh, this doesn't sound very good. So I relay this to everyone else.
Yeah, these things can happen in sinkholes of evil if they're allowed to linger for long enough.
Does
When physical things get through that, or is it just unpleasant?
Not
music?
yet. Not yet, but when the awakening comes, they certainly will be.
do I know how to put a stop to it? Is it just getting rid of the sinkhole that will close it?
Just getting rid of the sinkhole, yeah.
Okay, so it's not technically it's not a porous boundary right now. Like we can't go in, things can't come out at this point. We wouldn't want to anyway.
Not you don't think so? No, it's an area. It's an area of thinness where certain things are bleeding through, but not yet physical creatures.
All right. Well, keep it moving. Keep it moving then.
Don't make too much noise.
Keep it moving. I'll like I mentioned, I'll continue to serve as the rear guard. Standing between the party and this area as we continue down this corridor.
Which way are you guys going?
I can go more northerly or more easterly.
I mean, you're already in the east, so just keep going that way.
Roger that.
At this,
It's all bad.
yeah, it's all bad at this point. I really don't. Right now, in any given way is as good as any other, or as bad as any other.
Okay.
Raymond can duck
All right.
down in that corridor while we pass other people through.
Yeah, it's angling back north. Just to give you guys the heads up.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So you think it connects to the back to where we were?
Possibly.
Let's see.
All right. And
okay.
guys, it looks like we have a shortcut right here in the middle to where we can, if y'all want to cut off the bend, you can.
Try to send some guys around that way.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to keep an eye on you. Let other people do the movement because I need to map. Again, this place is a map maker's nightmare.
It is.
That's the cruel part of it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let me know when y'all are ready for me to keep moving.
So Toothy with the torch is going to try to cut that shortcut. So he'll move that way. There's another tunnel.
Oh, that just connects through here. Griffin also has a torch, and he'll come through the other side. So,
Okay.
We're about to get like swarmed by zombies and wipe us out in detail because we're all split up and nobody's. All right. So
we're actually not really though.
Okay. Cool.
So,
all right. So we're connected here. I'll keep moving. And we're at a nice branch. All right.
I would say veer left.
Veer left. Okay.
Because I'm curious if. Oh.
Do I sense anything? Smell anything? Gandalf anything? About these particular tunnels?
I mean, the whole area smells of fetid stench, the miasma of death. Other than that, no, it's fine.
Okay. All
I
right.
just have the feeling. I wonder if
So,
to the left will lead us back to the altar. Possibly was my thought. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we just discovered. Yes.
There it is. All right.
There it is.
All right.
Okay.
So at least now we know a quick way out.
Right. And I'm going to suggest that everybody move into the altar area. We form back up and then go back in and explore some of the tunnels that we have not looked at.
Go back into that morass of winding tunnels.
Yeah. Yep.
All
Okay.
right. All right. I'll follow behind then.
Okay.
Alex, can you magic move us to the altar to save us a little bit of the tunnel search there, or the tunnel
I
walking?
I can if you guys want me to. You won't see
I mean,
it.
that might just be the easiest.
Sure.
I mean,
All right. I mean, I don't have an actual magic move. All I could do is do what you guys do. I just
Oh.
I can just.
I thought you did.
I can move you through. I can move you in straight lines through walls, and I can zoom out to see where it's more easily. That's all.
That's a big help.
Okay.
So,
Oh, never mind. It's just a teamwork.
that's why sometimes when I move you and you move you, we go flying across the map because I'm just doing the same thing you're doing. So.
Not everyone, besides most of the rooms. No, I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
Count.
Yep.
Check with your battle buddy.
Everyone's grouped up. All right. So
Let's head on back in.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going back down into this one. You want to go back into this one?
Yeah, because they're that way
okay.
I can just hit the branches that that we didn't do, and pop them off. All right.
Okay.
So
please mark off those of you who are using torches. Please mark off another torch from your supply.
Another torch.
This will be you'll narrow on your fourth torch of 6 for each person using a torch.
Fourth torch of 6. Yikes.
all right, and Raymond or Newt, I'm going to get you to. You still got that spell active?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to get you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have you hold this intersection where I'm dropping the marker.
All right. Sounds good.
As we go through.
All right.
Okay. This is kind of the trying to maintain.
So as Zayadana follows you, her sword flickers and goes. Her light ends.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was 9 turns.
6 turns for her. Or 9 turns.
Are you retracing steps, Grant?
9
yes.
turns, 12, 10. Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm doing the shortcut because why go all the way around?
Okay.
So that was 9 turns that went by, Alex?
Yeah, you have 3 turns left on your spell, Newton.
Oh, 3 turns. Okay. Oh,
we've just got some unexplored tunnels back there, and we might as well go back and.
So Zayadana says, "Hey, boss, there's also an unexplored tunnel to our right."
Yeah, that's the one I want Newton to hold the.
Oh, she says, "Oh, okay, I understand."
Yeah, I want Raymond to hold this bit, kind of as holds 2 flanks at the same time.
Got it. Yep. Okay. All right, Mr. Higlack, drive on. Wading through the water back into the passages. Now, are you retracing your steps at exploration speed or combat speed at this point, fellas?
I'm going to say let's go combat until we run across a tunnel we haven't explored.
Yep. Because we're running low on time for some of these sustained spells. So.
Yep. All right. Okay. So you're moving at a swifter pace. Got it. Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, we did not go down this tunnel here.
I think this is where this is a map maker's nightmare, so I'm sort of having trouble. But I think this is where, I think the horrifying place, I think, is over here. And so I think we had some guards here, but we never explored it, I think.
All right. So I'll head south down here.
Okay. So you begin to hear the moaning.
Okay. Yeah.
The money's over here, I think. So.
Right.
Yeah, moaning is to the southeast.
Okay. All right. And I remember when we got here, this is when
This is all new.
I turned. Yeah, I turned around from coming down this way and went up to the moaning.
Money's faded, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a new Y intersection. I don't think we've been here before.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure on that.
You do not seem to recognize this area. That's correct.
Okay. So I'll hold it
Kelsarius.
till everybody.
Kelsarius is wandering into fresh area as well, it looks like.
Oh, no, he was just trying to follow Higlac. He was not. That's my
He
mistake.
has gotten lost and confused. He is wandering back.
Oh no.
Yep. Go ahead and move yourselves up, guys.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and catch up at this point.
Well, unfortunately, the lighting is such that I can't see anything.
You've got light, Raymond. I'm not sure why you can't see. Oh, you mean Zayadana?
Zayadana.
Right.
Yeah.
There's light for Zayadana.
Hold on, because I was trying to.
I understand the issue. I understand the issue. The issue is that that you have to move people one at a time, but the light is fixed. So I've put light on everyone while you're moving.
Okay.
So you don't all have light, but this way at least, it's as if you're next to someone with a torch as you're moving. So that should be helpful to you.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on, but as you move stuff, I'm seeing more and more overlays of movement distances that keep popping up all over.
Yeah.
I see those too. Yeah.
It's like there's a chain of movement that clutters the entire screen, Alex.
Fortunately, it vanishes pretty quick.
I see those as well, and I don't necessarily know why.
Seems to accumulate, like it's saving your history or something. The more you move, the more they appear.
I've noticed that as well, but I don't know why it's happening.
It's like it's drawing a track as you're moving them.
Yep. Every time I move somebody, I get that. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Also, is it only Alex's that are doing it?
It's whenever he moves. Yeah, I see colored dots that appear wherever people have been, or maybe where they're moving to. I don't know. It shows.
I see them as well every time I move somebody. I don't know why. I've never seen them before. I haven't changed any setting.
I always see that. I've seen that before. It's just worse here because we keep going back and forth in these narrow passages.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, Foundry likes messing with us.
My theory is that
Like,
Foundry spent all their money making fancy die roll collisions and haven't been working on connectivity. And
Yeah.
The fancy die roll collisions are not by Foundry. It's actually
oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Add on.
All right. Are we good to go?
Sorry, Newton. I think I grabbed him too at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine.
I was very afraid that we were going to do the double move thing, but I guess it only works when Alex and one of us does it.
all right. So it's now 12:10 or 12:20 rather. And you guys have formed up in position into new territory. Okay.
Okay. And I am going to go ahead and push southeast.
Okay.
And see if we can tighten up our circles. And that brings us to another branch of tunnel. I've got one going this way and one going this way.
That one looks like it links back up.
I was about to say that might link back up, so I'm going to push to the southwest.
Yeah, it definitely links back up. You can see the torchlight.
Okay, cool. All right, and got ourselves a nice another T intersection here.
All right, pause here for a sec, because the T intersection here, to your right-hand side, that is to the west, the ceiling becomes very low. It is only 4 feet high, so you have barely a foot between the water and the ceiling. So you will have to go down on your knees in the water with just your head above in order to pass to the west.
Okay. I'm going to suggest
it's wider there too. Is that correct?
It is wider, although it rapidly narrows again after that. But it is momentarily wider, but the ceiling is very low.
All right, and that's to the west that the ceiling goes low this way, right?
Correct.
Okay. And so the east, the tunnel seems to widen up a bit.
Yes, to the east, it widens up.
Oh, okay. I mixed up. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go east so that we're not trying to wade through the neck deep water.
Okay. Very good. All right. So as you begin to head east by the light of the torch, you see that there is a sort of a stepped terrace as the water gets more shallow and extends into a muddy but relatively dry area. You can see that over
there. Okay. Do I see anything else?
I mean, you see the tunnel and it continuing.
All right. I will move.
All right. So pause there for a sec.
Yep.
All right. So. The tunnel that you're looking at there that emerges here from the water,
right,
is about 5 foot high, and it is choked with pale, clutching roots. Although it does emerge from the water, the ground looks wet, as do the roots. You imagine it would be possible to crawl through the roots, but your rate of movement would be exceptionally slow. Here and there, visible amidst the roots, embedded in the earth, you see bones and skulls of the long dead and the occasional glint of coins on lost eye sockets.
Oh, it's an old burial.
Yeah.
Probably overgrown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overgrown with white, pale, clutching roots with bodies of the dead buried in the walls. You'll have to crawl through the muck at a rate of 10 feet per turn.
If we want.
Bodies of the dead buried in the walls tell me bodies of the dead coming to unlife when we get near. That's how I understand that.
All right.
Wait a minute. We have to. Wait a minute. We have to crawl through that right now?
I didn't say you had to say. If you wished to do so, you would have to do so by crawling or skedaddling, at least in a very hunched crouch, and very slowly hacking your way through, narrow passageways filled with choking white roots and the body parts of the long dead.
Okay.
Looks super fun.
Yeah, the rear of the line, so that we're not terribly spread out.
Yeah, you guys are tight. You're good.
I think we're there, but it's wide enough. We can probably. Are you just passing that by for now?
I want to see what's beyond it before we make any decisions.
Yeah, it's just like another one.
It's right there. Is can you scooch there? Is that another path down there, or is that just a nook?
It's just a no.
Okay.
So we've got another passage coming down. And yeah, that passage looks really interesting, but I really kind of want to get somebody to do a detect evil in that general area and see if there's anything, before we go hunching through it.
Okay. Well, Destria is, I think, towards the end of the line, so.
Okay.
Path is pretty wide here, so I think we can get her through pretty easily.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anybody sees an order that they don't like themselves or their henchmen in.
Mm-hmm.
Please make adjustments. I think I'm keeping the same order we've had. But
Yeah, it's a little
Looks
difficult to.
Sure.
All right.
There's Destria here.
All right. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and move her up, and she'll concentrate on that spot.
Yeah.
All right. You don't detect any evil that is stronger than the evil that is otherwise surrounding all of you.
Okay.
We ask Griffin and Aguilar if this is that they had.
Yes, I saw the white clutching roots in my dream.
Oh.
Okay. I think that probably means that we need to go through. This is going to be fun.
All right. Hold on. How much time do I have on the Holy Circle, Alex?
Right now, you have 10 minutes.
So one turn, huh?
Want to get up and sort of,
Blaze the way through.
blaze the way?
Yeah, I'll move up, but I just want to check something real quick.
It looks wide enough here that we can also probably do 2 ranks wide. Would that be correct, Alex? Am I reading that right?
At this point, yes. You don't know how narrow it gets further on.
Right.
Okay, interesting. So, Raymond will move up, and I will attempt to turn the clutching roots and the bodies that are in them, just to see what reaction I get. Interestingly enough, that doesn't seem to interact in a bad way with my holy circle.
Not
It's
at all.
only if,
all right, go ahead and make a turning check for me, Newton.
Why don't we get
make
some of our heavies up?
Make it a blind GM roll for me, D20.
blind GM roll D20. No bonuses, right?
You're just rolling a D20, yeah. Okay. So the holy power of Aminar courses through you as you call upon your faith to rebuke any undead before you. There is, there's a tremor for a moment in the paladin's vision. The darkness grows less evil. Certainly you can tell the difference between when this was a blighted sinkhole and now merely a shadowed sinkhole, and your power seems more effective. That said, there is no reaction from the clutching pale roots nor from the long dead skeletons in the walls.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, it just rolled past midnight, so it's probably a good stopping point for us here. And if you guys would like, we can have you advance into this tunnel next session, or you can obviously continue your explorations elsewhere.
Well, I just want to ask one last question then. When we're talking about visions and where to go next, was the vision leading us towards heading up into these clutching roots? Are we talking about going northeast up towards into that, or are we talking about continuing southeast when we said going to proceed on?
Clutching roots. The clutching roots, yes.
All right. That's what I thought, but it sounded almost like we were going to go the other way.
I mean, your group could go the other way. You don't have to go through the clutching roots. It's just he saw them in his vision.
Yes. That's what seems like logical choice.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
one of two things. The clutching roots could be just a milestone that we'd see on the way to wherever we need to go versus the actual place where we need to go. Like it can be either one, because it is a pretty distinctive landmark, right? So
it's a save point, right?
Alex, can we see daylight above us here? Like, does it open up to the top?
Where are you asking me? Where would you see it? Daylight?
Coming
coming in
with the roots.
Yeah.
Oh no. There's no daylight coming.
I got what you're thinking, Sean, that this might have been an entrance tunnel. And that, I got what you're saying.
Okay. Well, good stopping point. I hope you guys are enjoying the Fetid Pit. Delightful dungeon. One of the best dungeons.
Yeah.
Indeed.
yeah, that's great. It's great. And this and doing the video and the audio on Discord is definitely a lot more stable. You guys look better too.
Yeah, it was much more stable for me. We had a couple minutes early on, but relative to the last 3-4 sessions, it was much better, I think.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Willie,
Yes.
what do you think?
Yeah, definitely so. Audio quality seems good, and it's nice.
Seems good to me, yeah.
We haven't had the constant flickering and people dropping out, other than that one glitch about half an hour in.
Now the video won't show up in the stream. It's just our audio and the map, right?
Yes.
That's correct. But what we found is that the vast majority of the people just listen to it like a podcast rather than watch the screen. So,
Okay.
they said they'll sometimes look at the screen like periodically just to kind of catch up on what's happening visually, but it's mostly an audiobook / podcast for our viewers. So,
Interesting.
So we felt like the stability was more important. That's also, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, it's also why I was giving more verbal narration of the dungeon as well as you went through.
Got it. Okay. So that's good.
I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. Then I'll have to play up Raymond's RP a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely an audio experience for most people. So I had been a little bit lazy in some of my narrative in prior sessions because I assumed people were looking at the map and they're not. So that's why I tried to give a little bit more detail for people who were listening along.
I actually found that kind of surprising. People said they listened because there's a lot of these episodes where I don't know what you're getting from it if you're just listening. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, good luck. But,
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I mean, I've listened to when Ascendant came out and they Alex posted some of the soaring. No, I'm sorry. It was the Chinese team. Whenever you put those on the and I listened to a bunch of those actually since they recently posted the rest of them, so I'm going to catch up and continue. But I listen to those sometimes when I'm walking instead of an audiobook. I'll put that on instead. So I get it. You don't really need a lot of visuals, and those actually are all in Discord. So there's no visuals really, except for occasional pictures being pasted into the chat. So I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I myself am not much of a podcast listener, audiobook listener, but it has really become a big thing for a lot of people. In fact, probably worth mentioning that we're going to be doing our first audiobook with Autark for Tears from Iron. It's going to be released in audio soon. So be sure to check Jonathan Oldenburg's Amazon page and pick that up when it comes out. We'll do a little announcement about it.
Right.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's with Amazon AI. That they have an AI voice, which is it's a really good voice. It has some of the glitches that you're going to find with the AI. The funny ones were because I actually listened to the whole thing to try to clean it up as much as possible.
Jonathan is being modest. Yeah, he actually spent a month listening to it and manually typing in the correct pronunciation for every fantasy word that the AI didn't know so that it would get them right.
And also many English words like wind versus wind. It likes to put wind instead of wind. And so I spelled it WYND to get it to pronounce it right, or bowed versus bowed. And all those, lots of those. The main deficiency I would say of it does pretty good with inflection. It doesn't always capture mood because it's, it doesn't know what the mood is, but it does pretty good with inflection. The biggest challenge I think, and we'll see what the people think about it is with different voices. So I'm a little worried about people being able to track who's talking. So I am thinking about actually still recording my own audio version when I'm done with my current project in maybe about a year or so. Because everyone likes to hear the author read. But
can you pick accent too? Because
yeah, there's they have male and female, British and American, and the American ones, there's a couple of different ones. There's kind of a southernish accent, I would say, and then a more more generic accent. So there's a few different ones to choose from.
Oh man. You know what would be interesting? Doing a fantasy story with like a New York accent.
Right.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
So Artie Conliff, who was my friend who sort of taught me war game design, was from the Bronx. And so when I went to the New York War Game Association to meet Artie, and he's this incredibly profound designer with all this knowledge of military history, but you're playing with him and he's like, all right, so these tigers here, they're going to move up and they're going to drop the bombs on these. And I'm just like, I was losing my shit. It was so funny. So, yeah. All right, gang. Well, good session. And we'll see. We're playing in 2 weeks.
All right.
Sounds good.
See you then.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Woo!
Come cheer up, my lads, 'tis for glory we strive, to drive back the darkness and keep hope alive. To honor we call you, as free men, not slaves, for who are so free as who can swing their glaives. Honor and steel is our mail, Amanar's light on man. We always are ready, steady boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again. We delve into tombs and put them to the flame. With blood and cold steel we these lands will reclaim. We rebuke our fell foes, every one we will slay, till Amanar's light makes the night into day. Honor and steel is our mail, Amanar's light on man. We always are ready, steady boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again. They say they'll enslave us, these terrible foes. They frighten our women, our children, our beaux. But if should their foul legions in darkness march out, the Grey Brotherhood shall them all put to rout. Honor and steel is our mail, Amanar's light on man. We always are ready, steady boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again. Amanar triumphant, his light rules the world. His standards set forth and his banners unfurled. So come cheer up, my lads, with one heart let us cheer the Grey Brotherhood in this glorious year. Honor and steel is our mail, Amanar's light on man. We always are ready, steady boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again. Honor and steel is our mail, Amanar's light on man. We always are ready, steady boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again.